Hello, welcome to another episode of Simply Investing. Sorry, I tried to upload this video last night, just wasn't working. Wasn't working for some reason. It was like uploading like a minute or like half of it. So here we go, we're gonna try it again. Welcome to another episode of Simply Investing. Another great week of trading, lasted a month. Get those gains in, get those trades in. But I want to talk about our 1099 on why you should file it, even if you had only a $2 gain. It's always very important to file your taxes. It's very important. Even when you start out and it's only $2, like, why am I filing this? You want to build a reputation with the IRS that you're filing your stuff, because you can start making a lot of money very quickly. And what the IRS is going to do, they're going to flag you for an audit. Now, I'm not a tax expert, but I can guarantee you, though, if you start shooting up, even if you your portfolio went from 50,000 to 75, they're gonna flag you for an audit, because they're just going to want to know where the money came from. That's all. That's all the IRS does, just make sure that they know where the money's coming from, and that you're filing your taxes. So if you're filing for $2 returns, hey, it's gonna discharge it anyway and give you the money back anyway. But you want to make sure that you're filing stuff like that. It's very important to file all necessary earnings and dividends and everything that you have, because you want building that reputation that you pay things on time, every time, no matter what it is just crucial to developing a good reputation in that area. Because you don't want to all of a sudden in 3 years you're like, oh wow, my portfolio is worth $10 million and I had nothing 3 years ago. Well, guess what? The IRS is coming. I can guarantee you they're coming. They're banging on the door. They're gonna find out what's going on, just because you came from nothing to something. Now, I can't tell you how to fill it out, because I don't fill it out myself. So I usually have a tax accountant fill it out for me. So I do recommend for your 1090-C, make sure you file it, make sure you put it away, make sure you always send it in certified mail. Don't send it by mail. Don't look certified mail. Why? Because the post office will get a signature and send you a receipt saying that, yes, they dropped it off. I can't tell you how many times people said, well, I sent it, and you don't have a receipt, and the IRS says, well, you didn't send it. Nothing we can do. So what I tell people is, make sure you send that crap. Send it right away. Don't wait, don't hesitate, and send it by certified mail, because if you don't get a receipt for it, you don't have anything to back yourself up. And always make multiple copies of it. Don't just keep one copy. Make at least 3 copies. If you have a deposit box in a bank, I would put one in there, one for yourself in your firebox at home. For those of you who don't know what a firebox is, that little fireproof box. You should always have one for like your passport, birth certificate, all your crucial information. You should always have one. I was gonna say, I should always have one in your firebox. And if you're using a tax attorney, have them keep one copy for you too on file. That way, you got 3 separate ways. There's no way that this can get misplaced, lost, or vanish into a void. You know, you're gonna have a copy somewhere saying you filed your tax return so many times ago. Oh, excuse me. So I don't really have much to say on it. So, and this was courtesy for John Mungia. I'm sorry that I couldn't give you more on it, because is I can only tell you brief info on it because I'm not a tax consultant or attorney, so I can't speak for that. However, anyone who has any more questions, I encourage you to go find your local tax consultant and attorney and ask them the right questions so that you can make sure you file everything properly. But I can tell you, make sure you send everything, and this goes for any taxes, send it certified mail. Costs a little bit more, but it's worth it because you'll get it back in the long run. You'll almost always get it back. Well, not get it back, but you almost always cross your T's and dot your I's, because there's no way for a foul up to happen. Now that I got that covered, let's talk a little bit about what's going on in the market. Well, I'm still sitting pretty steady. Actually, all my picks are up, so I'm actually up about, about 21%. I have to check, but I'm up about 21% off of my picks. Bank of America's kind of hurting me a little bit, but not really. I lost money on my initial purchases, but I bought a lot at $12, so I'm starting to make my money back there. But I did, however, make a lot of money on PPL because I've been buying it. I bought tons of shares at $33 a share, and now it's $37, and I'm making a huge dividend off of it. Try to make this freaking hard turn up a hill. Things fall down. Anyway, I made lots of money off of PPL. Great. It turned out to be a great stock. I've gotten lots of money off the dividends, so it's working. AT&T, also another great pick. I bought that sucker at $32 a share, and just whoosh, it went up to 37. I'm gonna start really making money off of that sucker. Not making money off of Ford, but you know what? A little gem I made a lot of money off of. A little gem, JCPenney. I don't know why it goes through these spurts, but I bought as many shares as I could at it was like $7.50 or something like that. And then I sold them at about $11.12. It was a $4 profit, almost $4 profit. And the stock didn't even do anything, didn't really announce anything. Granted, they're making progress in the right direction, but I don't know, there's really nothing going on with that company, but it just went up. And for some reason, when it hits $7, like in the $7 range, it spikes up over $11. Then it falls back down to the $7 range. Maybe fall down to the $6, and then it'll just spike up again. So I don't know why it went up. But I did dump it and made a nice profit off of it. So right now my Robinhood account is right around $2,800 with all the increases. So what I've noticed from this experiment is that it picked up. It picked up once I hit about $2,000 in the account. All of a sudden, my picks started making a lot more money. I started making a lot more money, and trading became a little bit more attainable and quicker. So for those of you, it's a year. It's only been a year since I started, because I started Robinhood in March, and from $20 a week, my principal investment is about $560 or something like that. $560. So I've made almost 4 times my money. I made more than 4 times my money in 1 year trading myself. Now, I am an experienced trader and I pick a lot of things. I'm not the best out there, but I am able to pick some good position stocks, I should say. Now, my main account, which I make a bulk of my money off of, I do some riskier calls and shorts. That one is because of a bad short. I don't even want to mention it. It's just I shouldn't have done it, but I took the risk because it was a lot of money that could be made. I'm only up like 5%, but you know, it is what it is. You gotta learn from your mistakes and don't make the same emotional decisions again and push forward. With that said, guys, ask your questions away. You know, let me know, talk to me. Always feel free to leave feedback, comments. I'll try to answer back as fast as possible. You know, always, I can't repeat this enough. Respect the process. Respect the process. Stay focused. Do your research. Don't get emotional. And stay focused. Respect the process, and you will make money. With that said, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Comment below. Like the Facebook page. Comment there. Just keep it coming. Well, I appreciate all your guys' support and your effort, and you know, congratulations to those that just started their investment, just started their journey into investing on their own. You know, I hope you guys keep watching and you don't lose faith, because it does take time. It takes a lot of effort and a lot of learning to get to where you want to be. So patience is a very key part to following the process. And like always, respect the process. I will see you guys next time.